Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I'm going to take the wire off of my Bunjin Premna. This was the very first tree I ever featured on my channel. I started my channel in January 1 of 2024, but I had actually taken video of a considerable number of different trees through the summer of 2023 and the fall. So this was the very first tree that I featured. It's also my logo tree. And it's transformed quite a bit since I took that picture for my logo. In the last wiring, which is still on the tree, I brought all the limbs down, to angle down more. So today I'm going to take all that wire off. I like to wire in the fall so that the growth is not that rampant and the wire doesn't cut into the bark as much. And now it's what is it, the 13th of February? Something like that. I think tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Whoopee! And we won't go there. So I take the wire off in the same sequence that I put it on, except backwards. So I always start when I'm wiring a tree with the thickest, heaviest wire on the thickest, heaviest branches. And then I go out with thinner and thinner wire, thinner and thinner wire. So I take it off the opposite direction. Take off the thinnest wire, then the next heaviest wire, and then the heaviest wire last. And if the branches spring back a little bit, no big deal. I'm not worried about that. You can always put more wire on. And Premna holds the branch placement pretty well. It really does. So I'm not really worried about that. So as you can see, I'm holding the camera just freestyle. So, and the tree is also way too tall for my tripod, so I'm going to change the aspect of the tree, put the tripod down, and then begin removing the wire. Okie dokie. So I'm going to start over here. And I try to not to damage the branch that I'm unwiring. So I want to try to get the wire off without grinding it around. I'm going to start on this side, and then I'm going to, and this branch cracked, so I'm very concerned about this branch here. And I may have put wire on that was a little bit too heavy. So that branch is cracked. So I'm trying. It's still got green. So as long as the cambium is still attached, it should heal over. But it can happen sometimes. And you notice I've done a lot of double wiring, so I wired this branch here and this branch here with the same piece of wire. I wired the two main branches with this heavy piece that was anchored on the trunk. And they're holding in place beautifully. I don't see any rebounding. And Premna's like that, you know, it's, once again I say it a lot, you know your material. I just featured a juniper that's been wired for over a year, and none of the wires are cutting into the bark because the tree is not super healthy. And this tree had some wire scars on the trunk, but man, they are gone. And I really need to get that lichen off. You know, I thought lichen was kind of cool, but now I'm realizing that it can create problems, especially if it gets up in the top. So where are we? So I need to stop on that one because no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Keep going. Okay. Spin it around so I can get to here. Okay. All right, we got a little piece up here where I wired the new apex up after I cut the old apex away. The old apex is right here, and it was way up in here, but it made the tree too tall. Now that could possibly use a little more wire. Oops. And I unwire a branch that's been wired with another branch just to the trunk, and then unwire the other branch from the outside in. And it looks like I've only got 2 more pieces to go. So see this wire here, I unwired here, but I'm not going to try to unwire it that way. I'm going to go over here. And take the wire off the branch first. Then you normally want to anchor it around the main trunk at least twice, so I need to do 1 more spin and then it just comes off. And you know, the wire is coming off pretty weird, but it's easy enough to straighten, and it doesn't need to be perfect. So I straighten it out like this. And that is perfectly acceptable for me to use again. And of course I need to do that with all of them. So now we have 1 more thing, and that's the big boy. And I want to really make sure that I don't scrape the bark as I'm taking this one off. Okay, take it to there, then start over here. Ooh. This is some pretty heavy duty wire. However, I see no sign of any wire scars. So that is a wonderful thing. There we go. Now that sort of looks like a wire scar there, but it just took off the lichen. And I really want to take off all the lichen. And I really need a toothbrush but to wet it all down to really take it off the way I want. Where are the wire scars? I know there used to be wire scars up in here somewhere, but it's grown right out of them. That can happen too. So, oh yeah, well, why not just take it way out of the frame? Of course, my producer yells at me all the time. Of course, since I'm my own producer, I go in the mirror. What's wrong with you? Of course, there are many things wrong with me, but this is a bonsai channel, not psychological analysis channel. Sorry. There we go. It's looking pretty good. I think the branches held really well. And now it's really just beginning to sprout. And there's a lot of places that are bare, but they're not dead. Like if we look right here, you see there's a little tiny bit right there. And so it'll all sprout out like that in no time at all. And then of course pinching, like this here could be pinched already, could be cut back. I want my pads to be fuller, promote this stuff that's coming horizontal, reduce anything that's growing up. That could actually be wired into place like that. Because all I really did on this thing was the major structural wiring. I did not do any real fine meticulous wiring. I'm not sure this tree actually needs that. But there we go, my logo tree. I will add it to my playlist. And that's about it for today, or this video. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure how many subscribers I'm supposed to have before I stop asking for subscribers. Because I know some channels, they never ask for subscribers, but they have thousands. So I'm still asking. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. And this guy will continue to develop better and better and better. I'm pretty happy that even though this branch is cracked, that it still has growth. So, because if we took that away, I suppose I have a smaller branch in the back here that I could replace it with, but I really want that branch to survive. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will leave the playlist of this guy at the end of this video, which is like right about now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.